When you go to Europe, if you want to take a shower, for example, you have to go and switch on the hot water heater, turn it on for a half an hour. And then you have just enough hot water to take a shower for 5-10 minutes, you see, and then you turn it off again. You see, so we, in this society, we don't even realize how wealthy we are compared to many other people. When I went to Mexico some years ago to do the meetings, the evangelistic meetings, I stayed with a pastor, you know, and the pastor, he had a nice apartment, a nice house, but he said, take a shower during the day. I said, why? Well, because they have a water tank on the roof, and the sun heats the water, and then the water is warm during the day, and then at night it cools off, right? Efren is laughing, right? And then it's cold. So you take a shower when the water is warm, you know what I mean? And he had a nice apartment. So you can imagine the rest of the people who live in shacks. You know, how many of you, and I know a lot of you, have been in a house where it's a one room, right? And the bedroom is divided by a curtain, and the kitchen is divided by another curtain, and the roof, between the roof and the wall, there is this much space so the birds can fly in if they want to. You've seen places like that? The point is, we are wealthy in this country. Most of us are wealthy when you look at the rest of the world and how they live. So this is the simple definition of that. If we go to the next slide, in a modern economy, this definition is often extended. We extend this definition of wealth to include access to safe and reliable transportation. In Denver, you can buy, a friend of mine was here the other day from Europe, and the Theological Society had this big convention in Denver, and a lot of professors and people from all over the world came to Denver, and several friends of mine from Europe came, and I met with them, and we had good time. And then they told me, one of them says, oh, I just went to Cherry Creek on a city bus. I said, how did you manage to do that? I don't know anything about city buses in Denver. I have no clue. I've never been on a city bus in Denver. And he says, oh, it's on an app. He says, I have an app, and I paid $6